Thanks, guys. I'm Stephen Heumann. Right now I'm in downtown Vernal. The great thing about this place is that you can get a hotel room, you can go out on an adventure, come back the next day, go on a completely different one. I mean, for example, Chad and Rhea are on snowmobiles. I'm going to be jeeping. I'm taking you out on the Sea Bridge Road. This is an amazing jeep adventure, and you're going to want to come out and experience it.
Vernal is a cold place in the winter, and that being a fact, the recreation you enjoy during the warmer months takes on a very different feel this time of year. Today I'm with a couple locals and a couple of out-of-towners in search of some 4x4 trails to explore. We headed out from downtown Vernal west on Highway 40, turning at the Pelican turnoff of Highway 88. After crossing over the very frozen Green River, we turned onto the Sea Bridge Road, basically an oil field route that is currently being paved by Uintah County. Now don't let the pavement fool you, as Sea Bridge is your access point to rugged trails that open up some of the most striking scenery in the West.
We wheeled, man. We came out in some country that I haven't seen, and I've been here for a long time. Just kind of putted around on some T-tractors and busted some drifts. And to come out and be able to find a place where no one's been wheeling and there's probably nobody within about 10 miles of us, it's just pretty unique.
The scenery is beautiful out here in Vernal, and I've done a little bit of wheeling out here because I've got some family out here, but never in the winter time. It's a pretty special experience.
We turned at what we call the Buck Canyon intersection, come out on this road, which is called Hell's Edge. We're out here, we were cutting new tracks in the snow. There's nobody been on this road. It's like the wash we just went through. Sometimes it gets a little challenging because of the water and the flash floods. And so you can come out here and never leave a county road and actually have some fun.
Out here among the oil fields of the Great Basin, the world is a very interesting place. You drive across a flat expanse thinking that's all you're going to see, when suddenly you come upon places like Willow Creek Overlook. The common bluffs create a world apart from everyday life, and even the snow out here is unique, turning your riding environment akin to water instead of land.
The snow's really weird. It's very, very dry. It's unlike any snow I've ever wheeled in.
It's super dry, it's crunchy, it's kind of noisy, it makes a swooshing sound when you turn. It's almost like you're in a boat.
For Dave Sutton, jeeping is just a part of life. He's explored trails from Reno to Denver and everywhere in between, but the Basin is a new experience. It's been over 20 years since he last drove through Vernal, let alone got off the beaten path. Today was a surprise.
I think the first thing I kind of forgot about is I know Vernal, you think of it as a small town, but it's really good size. It was nice to actually come back.
And he picked the right day to do it. It isn't often that you can find conditions like these, let alone the adventure to complement them. 4x4s become the perfect vehicle to explore on a day like this. Temperatures hover around 15 degrees, but from inside the cab, we can't really complain about the cold. Plus, we can see and experience things that would be almost impossible for the average family under other circumstances.
I can't take a lot of time off, so I have a day or two to do things that most people may take a week. So I can't go backpacking and hiking, even though I enjoy it. When I go jeeping or ATVing or whatever, I can get out, see the scenery, enjoy it. It's just a nice experience, but I can do it in a day or two.
Yeah, I think it's kind of spiritual in that it gives you a chance to kind of get back with nature, kind of find yourself a little bit.
Between the virgin, snow-covered trails, the views, and a sunset that makes you feel like you're a part of something greater, this has truly been a day to remember. Hell's Edge Trail wasn't hard to find at all. It just comes down to looking for something new and picking the right destination for adventure.
It's just a whole new experience. It's nice to get out to a place where you're not going all the same place all the time.
Vernal doesn't have the big dance clubs and stuff, but you name it, you can do it in Vernal if it deals with the outdoors.
There are so many trails out here that it's an untapped resource in the off-road community. Every time I come out here, there's miles and miles of opportunities to get out and wheel, see some beautiful country. We've seen a lot of animals. There's tracks everywhere. You know, you go into the local diners and they treat you like your family. It's a special experience down here in the basin.
And you end up right back where you began, right here in downtown Vernal. Like I said earlier, there's plenty of hotels. This is a great base camp for adventure. And what we showed you on the Seabridge Road was only a small portion. You can spend days out there on all the side routes and just have a great experience. If you want to know more about it or any of the adventures you can have here in Vernal, go to dinoland.com and they can show you everything you need. Or you go to AYLTV.com and watch all the stories we've ever done from this area. That's a great way to plan a trip. Well, I'm Stephen Heumann. Now let's get back to Chad and Rhea.